Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are Group 5 and today we will be presenting our project entitled UAS Analysis and Fireware Implementation on Software-Defined Network using the ONOS Controller. My name is Afika Salsabila and together with Nisrina, Faris, and Rizky, we will explain how we designed, simulated, and evaluated an SDN environment using both tree and fat tree topologies. Throughout this presentation, we will discuss not only the network for performance, but also how SDN enables flexible and programmable security management. Slides, background and objective. Let's begin with the motivation behind these projects. In traditional networks, the control logic and forwarding function are tightly integrated with network devices. As networks grow larger, this architecture becomes increasingly difficult to manage, configure, and scale. Software-defined network, or SDN, addresses this limitation by separating the control plane from the data plane. This separation enables centralized management, dynamic configuration, and network programmability. As you can see on this slide, our project focuses on two main objectives. First, we evaluate the quality of service or QoS, performance of SDN based on networks under different traffic loads. Second, we implement and validate a firewall mechanism using the ONOS controller to demonstrate programmable network security.
Okay, thank you, Afrika. Now let's take a look at the network architecture used in our study. As you can see on the left, the first architecture is a tree topology. This topology follows a three-layer hierarchical structure consisting of the core layer, aggregation layer, and edge layer. The core layer serves as the central backbone of the network. The aggregation layer collects and distributes traffic between the core and the edge layers. Finally, the edge layers directly connects to the end host. On the right, we have the fat tree topology. At the first glance, both architectures may appear similar. However, the key difference is that fat tree introduces multiple redundant paths between switches. Why is this important? Because multiple paths allow traffic to be distributed more evenly throughout the network, reducing the likelihood of congestion and bottlenecks during periods of high utilization. This characteristic made fat tree a popular architecture for modern data center environments. Next, okay, for the system specification, to implement our simulation environment, we use Ubuntu Linux as operating system and Mininet as network simulator. The SDN controller used in this project is ONOS, deployed through the Docker containers. Communication between ONOS and the OpenFlow switches is performed using OpenFlow version 1.3. For traffic generation, and QoS measurement, we use iPerf. Finally, all topology configuration and automation scripts were developed using Python 3. Next, our evaluation consists of two major scenarios. The first scenario focuses on QoS performance evaluation. UDP traffic is generated using iPerf and transmitted from host H1 to host H4. We intentionally selected UDP instead of TCP because UDP does not perform retransmission. This allows us to observe the actual packet loss and network limitation under heavy traffic conditions more accurately. The second scenario focuses on network security. In this stage, we apply a firewall policy that selectively block ICMP traffic between specific hosts. After deploying the rules, we verify whether the targeted communication is successfully blocked while ensuring that other network traffic remains unaffected.
Okay, before analyzing the result, we first need a benchmark. As you can see from this QoS degradation table, a network is classified as perfect when it achieves 0% packet loss and extreme low delay variation. As packet loss and latency increase, the network quality gradually degrade into good, medium, and poor category. These benchmarks allow us to objectively evaluate whether The measure network performance remains acceptable as traffic loads increase. Next, okay, let's network visualization and ONOS. Before running the performance test, we verify that the controller successfully recognize the network infrastructure. If you look at the ONOS dashboard, the three topologies in show on the left, while the FAT3 topology appears on the right. The controller automatically discovered all switch and host through the OpenFlow protocol. This confirms that the control plane is functioning correctly and that both topology are fully operational before traffic generation began. Next, now let's move on the most important part our study, the KOS experiment result. If you can see this table, we gradually increase the UDP traffic load from 20 Mbps to 50 Mbps, 75 Mbps, and finally 100 Mbps. If you can see, if we focus on the 20 Mbps baseline, but topology performed exceptionally well, achieving 0% packet loss with very low jitter value. However, the difference became more apparent as the traffic load increased. At the maximum load of 100 Mbps, the tree topology experienced 0.8% packet loss, while the FAT3 topology maintained a lower packet loss of only 0.6%. Although the numerical difference may seem small, it reflects an important architectural advantage. The FAT3 topology provides multiple forwarding paths that allow traffic to be distributed more efficiently throughout the network. Next, so why does FAT3 perform better? The answer lies in its multipath architecture. If you can see this image, the FAT3 topology generates a higher number of order datagram. This is actually an interesting observation. Rather than indicating a problem, it suggests that packets are arriving through different routes with the network. In other words, ONOS is utilizing the available path and distributing traffic dynamically across multiple links. This behavior serves evidence of load balancing in action. Meanwhile, the tree topology relies on a more limited forwarding structure, causing traffic to converge through fewer paths and making it more susceptible to congestion under heavy loads. Result, packet loss increase more rapidly compared to FAT3. Next.
Okay, firewall implementation result. Besides for performance evaluation, we also test programmable security management within the software-defined network or SDN environment. As you can see in the first terminal output, we apply a selective firewall rule that blocks Internet Control Message Protocol or ICMP traffic from host 1 to host 4. The result in very clear. All ping packets sent from host 1 to host 4 were successfully dropped, result in 100% packet loss. However, block 1 communication path should not disrupt the entire network. Therefore, we conduct another test between host 1 and host 2. As shown in the second terminal output, communication continue normal without any packet loss. This that firewall policy was applied precisely and selectively offensing only the intended traffic flow. Next. To conclude our project, several key findings can be highlighted. First, the Open Network Operating System or ONOS based Software Defined Network or SDN architecture successfully manage and control both network topologies. Second, both topologies achieve excellent quality of service or QoS performance under normal operation condition. Third, under high traffic loads, the FAT3 topology demonstrates superior scalability and resilience by maintaining lower packet loss through multi-path traffic distribution. Finally, the firewall implementation proof that software-defined network or SDN can enforce target security policies with high precision without disrupting overall network connectivity. This result demonstrate that software-defined network or SDN not only improve network flexible and programmability, but also provide effective mechanism for both performance optimization and security management. Thank you very much for your attention. We will be happy to answer any question. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.